We have new information on a breaking news story that we have been watching overnight. A call about a disturbance with a gun at a South Fargo park turned out not to be that serious, but police are still trying to make sense of exactly what did happen. Officers scrambled to Lindenwood around 10 last night after being told there were possible shots fired and that someone was possibly in the river. Police say they stopped people involved as they drove away from the park.
At this point, we've actually talked to all the people involved. Nobody is injured, and nobody was certainly shot or anything. And we're still trying to figure out whether this is a medical situation or a criminal violation, and we're still trying to piece all the pieces together.
One woman was taken away from the scene by an ambulance, but police aren't commenting on her condition. They are still trying to figure out what happened and if a shot was really fired, but they do say no one was wounded and no arrests have been made. Police are sorting out the details of a call about a shooting that turned into a large police presence near downtown Moorhead. Officers surrounded a house in the 400 block of 3rd Avenue South just before 10 last night. Moorhead PD tell us they detained several people in connection with the incident, but there is no word on any injuries or any arrests. Officers were heavily armed as they responded to the call about those shots fired. Police say they expect to release more information on that situation a little later today. It's now 2 minutes past the top of the hour. Looking outside, full moon right now. Knock on wood, you never know what's going to happen. But Lisa does know what's going to happen with our weather, so let's head on over to her for a check of the forecast.
Well, the fact that we even get to see this full moon is a sign that we've got some clear skies and some sunshine ahead of us this morning. So that's the good thing. With clear skies, this time of year, even still, it can be quite cold. So something to keep in mind as we're looking off to the east or rather west at that full moon, and kind of blurry on our sky cam view here. So we've got a shot from one of our viewers. Anthony took this photo of the moon last night before it set, and it's the super flower moon. It's actually the last super moon of the year, and that just means that it's closer to the Earth in its orbit. It's not a perfect circle around the Earth. It's more of an oval, and so sometimes it gets a little closer and it appears brighter. And he took this in Detroit Lakes. Flower moon, by the way, is the name of May's full moon. For obvious reasons, we start to see flowers this time of year, but they are threatened by this cold air in place. Up north especially, we're at 27 degrees in Grand Forks. Fargo is dropping. We're down to 34 now, and it's 30 in Bemidji. So we're looking at some cold numbers here to start off this morning. About an hour, we'll see that sunrise, and we'll start to see those temperatures recover. We are generally quiet. There are a few clouds, high clouds down in the southern valley. We're on the very edge of a system that's going to be passing us by to the south, but we may see a few more clouds in that area today. So here's a look at your hourly planner. Fargo included in that area that may see a few of those high clouds moving through. Temperatures cooler than yesterday. We're only in the 50s for Fargo. Some of us stuck in the 40s. So we're going to talk more about that and when we might see a warm up coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. The number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the U.S. rose above 1.2 million, while more than 72,000 deaths have been reported. On Capitol Hill, former CDC chief Tom Frieden testified that by the end of May, the numbers of coronavirus deaths in the U.S. will likely have passed the 100,000 mark. Across the country, at least 28 states saw new cases rise over a 3-day average last week. Minnesota's case increased more than 130%. Tennessee rose 97% and Ohio almost 50%. The surges come as most states start to begin limited moves to reopen their economies and ease social distancing restrictions. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Department of Health is confirming that significant climb in cases, with the total now exceeding 8,500. 728 more cases were reported, bringing the total to 88,579. 30 more deaths were also reported, with the death toll now at 485. 391 of them lived in a nursing home or assisted living facility. 5,005 people are currently listed as recovered. In North Dakota, health officials are confirming 57 new cases of COVID-19, along with 6 additional deaths across North Dakota. Cass County has the highest number of confirmed cases, totaling 686. Grand Forks is second highest in the state with 271. The death toll now stands at 31. 17 people have directly died from the virus. 2 people died with the virus, but that's not what killed them. And 12 deaths are under investigation. The total virus count is now 2,154 cases. 582 people have recovered. Cass County has the highest number of positive coronavirus cases in the state, as we mentioned. And in order to address this concentration, Governor Doug Burgum and local leaders are starting a Red River Valley COVID-19 task force. The group will work on prevention measures like testing, contact tracing, and support for isolation and quarantine. The Red River COVID-19 Task Force will meet tomorrow, and they expect to have a plan out by Monday. According to management services company ADP, private payrolls dropped by more than 20 million jobs in April as companies cut workers amid the pandemic shutdown. It was the worst loss in the survey's history, going back to 2002. The previous record was more than 834,000 jobs lost in February of 2009. ADP used the week of April 12th as the sample period, similar to the method the Labor Department uses for its official non-farm payroll accounts. According to the Labor Department, more than 30 million have filed claims over the past 6 weeks. Jobless workers may be getting a sizable unemployment check as a result of the recently enacted federal coronavirus relief law. But that $600 per week pay boost from the federal government is unlikely to continue past July. The law raised weekly benefit amounts, decreased the duration of the pay, and extended benefits to previously ineligible workers like self-employed. Some states are ending those benefits a week earlier on July 25th. Except for those who are granted an extension. The jobless pay will be reduced after July to the weekly benefit paid by the state where the recipient was employed. If you are running behind on finding that Mother's Day gift, we have a quick idea that she's going to love, and it needs to be quick. It's coming up. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live from Grateful Cratefuls in West Fargo this morning with more. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan. Yeah, Grateful Cratefuls is right off of Cheyenne Street. You can't miss it. It's right across from the Silver Dollar, but there's so much in store here, and that's why I'm here with Danny Gilses, one of the co-owners of Grateful Cratefuls. And Danny, Mother's Day is Sunday. If you're still looking for that gift, what do you guys have here that you could maybe personalize the gift to?
Yeah, so many different things, and you're right. It is coming up fast. We have 3 days, so it is really go time if you haven't put much thought into it yet. So many different things. We've added a new feature to our website this year, which has been a huge hit, where it's a create your own Mother's Day gift. You pick your base, you pick the gifts you want in. We brought some new local makers, so some really fun stuff.
Oh, I love that. And okay, this box, you would think, like, how do you make a cardboard box cute? You've done it, because my mom would die if she opened that. Mm-hmm. So what do you have in there kind of that you could get your mom?
So this is a piece that you can go on and create yourself. Our new cotton weave throw blankets are amazing. A Grateful Crateful design mug this year, Mother Like No Other. It's one of our favorite sayings this year. A sweet mom book, little memories of what moms are made of, and a champagne and gold bath bomb, because taking a champagne and gold bath bomb, coffee, wrap up in a towel after. Is there anything better?
No, honestly, there isn't. And I want to mention, too, you guys have candles as well.
Yep.
On assortment, but you almost have some just dedicated to moms, too.
Yeah, these are so sweet. And local Fargo maker, Do Good Adventures, she did some sweet little Mother's Day specialties. She just dropped these off the other day, so they'll be going live today, but they smell so good.
Oh,
yeah, you want to try that one?
Oh, yep.
I know.
That is something I would definitely give my mom.
Yeah.
And I love all the little signs, too. Just perfect gifts for your mother that could really make her so happy this Mother's Day. But I know, too, that you can customize. You have that option.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about that here in a little bit, how you can do that.
All right, sounds good for everyone scrambling to get that gift idea. And we'll have more coming up about other gifts in the next half hour, 5:30 here on the Valley Today. Ahead on the Valley Today, kids in Grand Forks will be able to climb and swing at city parks again next week, but not without following some health safety measures. We have those details coming up. But next, Lisa Green is in explaining if it will be a good day to get outside and enjoy some activity.